There's a light from a million suns burning through your blood. Feel the rivers run, a window to the hope and wild it's true. It's all for you. There's a song and it sings in the air. Wonderful the sound, hear it everywhere. Shouting like a drum, it echoes through. It's all for you. You gotta open up your eyes. You gotta open up and take a breath and let the light out. And let it take your heart away. You gotta open up your eyes. You gotta open up and take a breath and let the light out. And let it take your heart away. Leave all of the fear you've held on to. It's all for you. It's all for you. You gotta open up your eyes. You gotta open up and take a breath and let the light out. And let it take your heart away.
Oh my gosh, girl, you look amazing. Again, well done. Yes. And Donna, if you want to come in here, you can just kind of like act like you're fixing a shoulder or
Coming in.
yes.
Gorgeous, as always.
Oh, you tucked in the thing. I can't.
Do you remember
Music bed.
summer's lightning and thunder? Sitting in your car by the lake in the dark, and you wanted to jump in, but I didn't. Some made a swaying tower. Once I looked for
I'll tell you the same thing I tell everybody when they get married. The best and most important gift you can give each other is your time. Don't ever waste it. Don't ever take it for granted. You give each other your time and you'll have each other forever.
how it spins around like a wheel. So warm. No one needs to know. Did it on my own. Losing all control.
That's way wrong.
Yes, you are.
It's not great.
I, Carrissa,
I, Carrissa,
take you, Sam,
take you, Sam,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I promise to stand by your side through good times and bad times,
I promise to stand by your side through good times and bad times,
through richer and poor,
through richer and poorer,
through sickness and health.
through sickness and health.
I vow to stay true to you
I vow to stay true to you
and love you
and love you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Sam,
Can I put this on?
I, Sam,
I, Sam,
take you, Carrissa,
take you, Carrissa,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
I promise to stand by your side
I promise to stand by your side
through good times and bad,
through good times and bad,
for richer and poor,
for richer and poor,
in sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health.
I vow to stay true to you
I vow to stay true to you
and love you
and love you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
Well, I would like to officially announce the marriage of Sam and Carrissa Siefkes. You may kiss your bride, Go Siefkes.
Day and night, you and me are kind of forever like. Forever isn't long enough. You and I make the kind of love that lasts all your life, all your life. Yeah, every little thing they say makes me wanna die a little more for you. Yeah, they try to pull us away. All they do is pushing me closer and closer to you. Let 'em talk. Never stop, never stop. Let 'em talk. I get the feeling will never stop. Let 'em talk. Never know how much a living is letting go of what isn't beautiful. Makes you feel like heaven is here below, is here below. Oh, every little thing they say makes me wanna die a little more for you. And they try to pull us away. All they do is pushing me closer and closer to you. Let 'em talk.
Some of us on our side of the family kind of knew before Carrissa knew. So it was roughly 6 years ago, I think it was, on Thanksgiving. Sam was brave enough to take an invite to pop over to our house on a Thanksgiving when we had, 30 odd people for dinner. And, my wife's family is a little bit, they're pretty welcoming, and it's an active group. And so there's a picture floating around somewhere, and I'll circulate it when I can find it. But the first picture we have of Sam is playing beer pong on the porch that was being built on the back of our house. So if Sam's willing to show up and play beer pong with our family, not knowing any of us, we all felt that was a pretty good omen. But I think most importantly, the thing that I've noticed between these two is they always smile. Whenever they're together, they always smile. They give as well as they get. They have a pretty good back and forth between each other, but they always smile. And that's, to me, that was as a father, of two daughters, that's the one and only thing you can hope for, is that your daughter's happy and that she's in love with somebody, so. Wasn't gonna do that.
As best man, let me tell you a little bit about Sam. So, I've known Sam for most of his life. I knew he was special very early on. We did. While he was a baby, he actually displayed the ability to tuck his ears, the lobes of his ears, into his ear, into the ear itself, and it would stay there. And so, after being freaked out, absolutely freaked out, thinking we have somebody that needs some help there, and told, no, this is what, he can do this, and this is just his way of whatever, dealing with things. We as parents did what normal parents would do. We put the family in the car, and we drove to Chicago to try him out on the David Letterman show. So they were a little bit freaked out at first, but they said, wow, that's a special kid you got there. Probably something that's as important as Sam as a person. And there was this one book. I've always been struck by it, and it's Raising Children Other People Like to Be Around. And I just thought of that, and Sam is one of those people. People love to be around Sam. As proud as we are of Sam, this is really a special occasion for us as we welcome Carrissa to our family officially. The term soulmate gets thrown around a lot, but Carrissa is truly Sam's soulmate. It may have taken a little time. I think John alluded to a few years there, but we believe they both knew they were meant for each other well before they finalized things. Carrissa is a very, very special person. As parents, you always want your children to find someone who cares about them as much as you do as parents. And with Carrissa, we see that and couldn't be happier.
I'm one of those people who really wears my heart on my sleeve. So, of course, I wrote a little story from the heart. I titled it, How Samuel Stole My Best Friend. I tried very, very hard not to like you. Seriously, you can ask my mom. I tried very hard. When Carrissa finally introduced Samuel as her boyfriend, my response was, I have too many Sams in my life, and he will have to answer to the name Samuel. Without hesitation, Samuel accepted this label, no questions asked. I continued to search for flaws and reasons to revoke my approval. However, I've never found a single reason to reject him. You're the perfect man for Carrissa. You're so humble, compassionate, thoughtful, and attentive. I know in my heart that Samuel would do anything and everything for Carrissa. So, Sam, King, Your Highness, Coach Seafkiss, let me know what you would like me to call you from now on. Carrissa and I are a package deal. So you're stuck with me forever now, too, and you might as well choose what you would like me to call you, because you've earned your spot.
We don't need calligraphy to write a fancy story. Kings and queens would turn to thieves to find what we've been holding. You and me, we can take the world sweethearts give sweet compliments, but our love goes without saying. Though you make it hard not to spill my heart every time I see you swaying. Darling, you and me, we can take the world, darling.
'Cause they can write stories and they can sing songs, but they don't make fairy tales sweeter than ours. And they could climb mountains high into the sky, but they can't take the world. Oh, like we can take the world.
Oh, I can see the future, you and me, we last forever. Ain't no rising tide, no fear of fight that we can't face together. Darling, you and me, we can take the world.
'Cause they can write stories and they can sing songs, but they don't make fairy tales sweeter than ours. And they could climb mountains high into the sky, they can't take the world. Oh, like we can take the world, the world, the world.
Ain't it just like love to find us? Ain't it just like love? Ain't it just like love to find us? Ain't it just like love?
Oh, ain't it just like love to find us? Oh, ain't it just like love? 'Cause they can write stories, they can sing songs, they don't make fairy tales sweeter than ours.
Oh, they can climb mountains high into the sky, but they can't take the world.
Oh no, no, like we can take the world.
La da da, la da da, da 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 da.
Sam and Carrissa, everybody.